Scorpio, good evening, happy weekend, happy Saturday to you. I hope you're having a good weekend. Let's shuffle some cards and see what we get for you, Scorpio. Please only take the messages that resonate. Leave what does not resonate for someone else. I could be picking up on your energy. I could be picking up on the energy of something or someone around you. Flip the roles as you see fit. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, let's see. Messages for Scorpio. Can I get some messages for Scorpio, please? The Chariot in the reverse. The Two of Wands. The Hanged Man in the reverse. The Justice. The Seven of Swords. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. Six of Swords. Some of you are taking action to move away. This could be ending a relationship that you have been a part of for a while, Scorpio. You could have history with somebody here. And I feel like there's something here, Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. Some of you a Earth sign or a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. There's an energy here of somebody feeling like they had two paths and now they don't. So I don't know if this is you, Scorpio, at the minute. We're going to clarify and see who this is that's in this energy. But somebody feels like they have no choice now. It's like, look at it like this. So imagine coming to a crossroads. You can go left, you can go right, okay? And then you stand at that crossroads for too long, only to realize that one of those paths has been moved or taken away. Or it's like that path that was there has now, it's no longer there, or it's no longer an option. So it's like somebody is forced to go down a pathway where they had a choice in the beginning. Now they have no choice. Like somebody feels like they have no choice but to choose. They could feel like they've run out of time. This could be you, Scorpio. They took too long to move. This could have been somebody who was stalling here. This could have also have been somebody who was, waiting for something else to be put into place, or something else to end before they chose. And that other avenue, now they have no choice. For some of you, this is a fire sign in this position. For some of you, this person feels very, very scattered and unsettled that that opportunity has now gone. Like they haven't chosen. So it's like the universe has chosen for them. But it could be that that path has been removed because the universe is kind of looking at somebody like, well, we gave you two options and now we're just going to leave you with this one because you're not choosing. Like somebody didn't act when they were supposed to act. This could be somebody who's realizing that they have missed out on something that they wanted to choose, but they weren't doing it. Like, I can't explain that properly. Like, I don't feel like that's coming across. I hope that makes sense. This could be somebody who feels like now their karma is to now have somebody not want to give them an opportunity here, especially if this was like two relationships here. What's the Chariot card in the reverse and the Seven of Swords? The Ace of Wands. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Why? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The Moon. You have someone here. If this is making sense to you, Scorpio, someone regrets keeping you in the dark. Somebody here went back to their past I don't know if this is you or them. I feel like this is someone else, Scorpio. Someone here had a choice. They could have gone back to the past, or they could have taken a journey with you. They could have chosen to go in your direction. They went back to see something a minute. I just need to see something a minute. That's what this person did. They went back they returned to the past. Something that, may I add, with the Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse, with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, this is something that they had no business giving a second chance. They are now waking up to the fact that they shouldn't have given that a second chance. But now the option to go in the other direction has gone. Five of Cups and the Moon. They regret hiding something. Now they feel like they've missed out on an opportunity, Scorpio, with the Sun in the reverse. Somebody's not happy. This could be a Leo. Okay, tell me about this Knight of Wands in the reverse here. For how they're feeling. The High Priestess in the reverse. Somebody feels like their intuition was not listened to when it needed to. And it's putting them in a very, very odd space. Odd space. Three of Cups in the reverse. Someone is not having fun. Oh, goodness me. Devil. Seven of Cups. Wow. Scorpio, Ace of Pentacles. Now there's somebody with an offer for you, but you don't want it. You view them as some sort of confusing devil. Basically, the devil and the Seven of Cups. You view them as somebody who is toxic, who kept you in a state of confusion by not making a choice. I'm telling you, no choice is a choice. If somebody's dilly-dallying, procrastinating, they ain't choosing. No choice is a choice. That's a choice in itself. And I feel like that's what this is. Somebody wasn't choosing to come your way. Somebody could have went back to something that they thought, okay, let me hang on a minute. This could have been like a physical connection that they wanted to explore here. They kept this from you, though, with the Seven of Swords. This person didn't tell you about that other avenue. In their head, they had two paths. In your head, you possibly only saw one path, which was the path to them. You have possibly gone off and you've stopped investing in this person now. You view them as somebody who's very, very confusing. You view them as somebody who kept you in a state of being attached. This is a horrible energy, by the way. The Devil with the Seven of Cups is like, you could have been very fixated on this confusion. This is like the energy of, I feel so confused. I don't know my left from my right. I don't know what this person is doing. This person may have got you into a state where they were stringing you along, or you felt left hanging by somebody. Especially if this person gave you false promises and it never came through here. You was very confused in this person's energy, and this is the reason why. This is kind of cruel. This is somebody who omitted the fact that they were considering another avenue or another option while keeping you there. This is selfish. This is extremely selfish. Somebody knew that they were keeping their option open, at least to one other person. From what I'm seeing here, at least to one other person. And, sorry, my son just went past. Put on his pajamas. Anyway, but they didn't let you know that. So therefore, you could have been obsessing. You could have been obsessing. Big time obsessing, confused over an offer. You know, wanting an offer, giving an offer, the thought, a new beginning here. Oh, now somebody feels like a new beginning is blocked with you, Scorpio. Tell me about the Justice card and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like somebody is getting karma in terms of it be revoked. You are no longer an avenue that they can choose. Five of Wands. The Eight of Wands in the reverse. Six of Cups. The Queen of Swords. I'm talking to a Scorpio where now you know better, you're about to do better. Now, this confusion that this person may have invoked in you, this obsession, fixation, where it came to knowing the truth or needing to know the truth or wanting to know where you stood with somebody, that has now turned into discernment in a very big way for you, Scorpio. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios have learned from the past big time. And I feel like there's something here where you are feeling like the Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse. Yeah, you are not going to be wasting your time on anyone who may have left you hanging in the past, especially with this here. Especially with this Devil and the Seven of Cups here. This is confusion on another level. This is crazy. This is, you know, thinking all sorts of things because you don't know what to think. Somebody left you in that state. Queen of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Now somebody wants to hold on to you, Scorpio. They don't want you single, looking good, mingling. They don't want other people looking at you. They know that you're a hot commodity, Scorpio. They know that other people will find you to be a catch. They're holding on to your energy. This is a very selfish person. They're very, very selfish. Now they figured out that whatever this is that they went back to over here wasn't bearing any fruit with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Whatever they returned to with the Eight of Cups in the middle there, with the Ace of Wands. Now they realize that that wasn't bearing any fruit with the Ten of Wands being here. Now they've created a conundrum for their own damn self. Any action? Magician. Any action? King of Swords in the reverse. This person's about to lie through their teeth to get back into your energy. What are they about to say? For some of you, this is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person's going to manipulate the hell out of you, Scorpio, if you allow them to. I don't feel like you're of the mindset anymore to be manipulated. Maybe when you was in this energy with the Seven of Cups and the Devil, maybe. But not with you being in this Queen of Swords. You've learned from the past, Scorpio. You've sharpened from the past. You've learned from the past. Definitely. The Four of Wands is here. Somebody wants to manifest a relationship with you now, Scorpio. They are about to beg, cheat, steal to get this second chance with you, Scorpio. This person is under a lot of pressure here because they feel like they made the wrong choice. They feel like they procrastinated. They went in another direction. They feel like they went backwards to something that you wasn't supposed to go back to. Advice. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse. The Four of Swords in the reverse. The Three of Wands in the upright with the Page of Swords here. Scorpio, remember what you've learned. Page of Swords is a very inquisitive energy. You have learned a hell of a lot. You have learned a lot from somebody here, and I feel like this was a painful situation. I feel like this was a very confusing situation, but just like Scorpios do, they transmute energy very, very well. Okay, I feel like you could be a Scorpio. You know, Scorpios, I've known Scorpios, I've heard that Scorpios are the detectives of the zodiac. If you want to know something, go to a Scorpio. Okay, I am a Scorpio sun. I just so happen to be a Scorpio sun. I will say my inquisitiveness has definitely, boosted my intelligence somewhat over the years. Okay, I do feel like Scorpio, you know, don't go back to any space of confusion that somebody had you in the past. And I don't really feel like a lot of you Scorpios are going to be down for that. I feel like it was a disgusting energy that maybe you associated with this person. I feel like a lot of you may have felt like you were going crazy at one point with the Temperance being in the reverse, the Devil card, the Seven of Cups. You lost sleep over this person. You lost sleep. You lost some sleep. And a lot of you are really becoming very wise. I feel like you've learned something through a very, very uncomfortable process here, Scorpio. I feel like you are going to be stepping into the energy of looking at what's next here. A lot of you are expecting something new. A lot of you are looking to your future. A lot of you are very, very inquisitive about what is going to be coming next for you. Now, I do feel, Scorpio, you are going to see through somebody here. And I feel like it's because of the intelligence that you've attained through this process of being left in limbo. Okay? The Eight of Pentacles is in the reverse with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you know and you realize that somebody could have lied to you here. I feel like you woke up to the fact that, you know, this muddled way of doing things, and this didn't work for you. And I just feel like you can't unsee something, a state of mind that somebody put you in. There was a state of mind that you was in, that you was, you know, when you were dealing with this person or when you encountered this person, that you don't want to go back to. I feel like when you think about this person, you do think about confusion. I do feel like there's a reminder here when this person comes back in towards you, because I feel like this person is concocting some sort of plan. I feel like at this point, Scorpio, this person feels like the only way that they're going to be able to get into your energy is to lie, because something was very off about this energy right here, this confusion that they manifested in the situation. And I just feel like you are moving far away from this, and so you should. I don't feel like this person was good for your psyche, but it's the way that they went about the situation. They omitted a fundamental truth that would have set your mental state free. And that's where they went wrong with you, Scorpio. They weren't listening to their intuition with the High Priestess being in the reverse, but they wish they did. Scorpios are the detectives of the zodiac. You wouldn't even realize it until they know. 9 of Wands in the reverse, 3 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. I feel like something is too far gone now, Scorpio. The Fool and the King of Wands. It could be a fire sign that wants a new start with you, Scorpio. Page of Swords and the Fool. Yeah. I feel like you're onto bigger and better here, Scorpio. I do feel like that. Okay. Is there anything else, Scorpio, that they need to be aware of? Tell me about anything else that Scorpio need to be aware of. We've got the 6 of Wands in the reverse and the Lovers. The 2 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Something isn't going to plan for somebody here. 4 of Wands, and I feel like it's a relationship that they could have chosen here, Scorpio. They feel quite defeated here. I feel like this is somebody who really wanted a relationship to work out. This could be a Leo or a Gemini. Tell me about the Lovers. The 3 of Wands in the reverse. 7 of Cups. Somebody's very stuck. Somebody doesn't know what's next. I feel like if somebody played with you in the past, Scorpio, with the 5 of Swords in the reverse, it's like there's something that's happening with this person in their life now that is giving them a huge shake-up, wake-up call. They're waking up to the fact that it isn't okay to play games. These are people's lives. You can string somebody along. You can go back and forth. You can, you know, procrastinate. You can do all of those things. But at the end of the day, you're playing with people's emotions and you're playing with people. That is not fair. And I feel like something is not working out for somebody and it's making them extremely irritated and very unsure and confused about their future. If somebody confused you, Scorpio, this is somebody who is very worried and very confused about where they're going now. This could be somebody who feels like they're stuck, they're paralyzed at the minute. You know, they don't know what foot to put forward, where to go, where to step. This is somebody who's experiencing some sort of standstill at the moment due to some sort of confusion. They have manifested confusion for themselves, and it's down to the fact that they confused you. This could be a fire sign. There's a lot of fire here. Some sort of relationship that they thought was going to be great. This could be with an earth sign. There's 2 feminines here. Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Queen of... They could have felt like somebody had more than you, Scorpio. Was richer than you. Had more. Was more stable than you. Whatever have you. They looked better. Whatever. That's your energy with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Wands. Yeah, somebody was attracted to somebody because of what they had. This is somebody who felt like the wheel was going to turn for them going towards a person who seemingly seemed more abundant than you, Scorpio. 2 of Cups. Yeah, that's the relationship here. Knight of Cups. They were pursuing somebody else while they were still attached to you, Scorpio. They were. The Death card. That's why they ended your relationship with them. Two of Swords in the reverse. Only to realize the Nine of Cups in the reverse that they are now not happy. Okay. What does Scorpio need to know about this the most here? Because it's come out for a reason. The Two of Wands, the Hermit in the reverse. Someone feels lost, I'm telling you. Six of Pentacles. Someone doesn't know, they don't know whether they're coming or going. This could be somebody who is very unsure as to what to invest in next, where they're going. There's something about their direction that is all the way effed up. And I feel like it's because they didn't pick a path. And they possibly left you feeling like you was unsure what was going on in a situation to do with you and them. They didn't tell you what was going on. Now what they've manifested for themselves is a relationship that has turned out to not work out. And, you know, we had the Justice card come out in the first spread. I feel like their karma is to experience confusion. And it's sad to say that, but I just feel like somebody manifested a whole heap of confusion in a situation. Now they are sitting in confusion about what they're doing, where they're going. This person is extremely lost. Anything else for Scorpio? And then me and my son's going to go have our movie night tonight. Ten of Wands and the Chariot card. Star in the reverse. The Moon. The Hanged One. Seven of Swords. Ten of Cups. Nine of Swords. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you have someone here. This is about someone else, Scorpio. I feel like you have someone here who is really learning about karma, but it's like in a way where it's like somebody is realizing, okay, hold whatever you want to hold to your chest. Keep people hanging and in mystery. Something about some sort of confusion. The Moon talks about confusion. You were stuck, Scorpio. I feel like somebody purposefully had you stuck. Seven of Swords purposefully had you stuck. You may have felt like you were going to manifest some sort of family, happy dynamic with somebody, and all you got was stress. Nine of Swords is in the reverse. Chariot card and the Star in the reverse. Someone let you down. This could have even have been somebody who left you with a lot of struggles and burdens here. They released you because they felt that they were going to go live grandiose elsewhere. They could have felt like they were going to go marry someone else and have some sort of stable lifestyle. Wow, that's not ending up to be the case. Scorpio, someone is learning about karma, but in a way where it's like it's a bit twisted, the way that this person's realizing this. You have somebody here who's realizing the importance of transparency and not being confusing. If this is somebody who felt like it was okay, or what they don't know don't hurt them, somebody's realizing that that ain't the case, because this person is all types of confused about their life, and this person is really hoping that they gain some sort of clarity. But it's like this person understands. I feel like this person's getting it and understanding the fact that, well, you were possibly seeking clarity, Scorpio, and that clarity never came from their mouth. Somebody knows that they made a poor choice. This person let you down. And I feel like this could have been somebody who really built you up to feel like you were going to manifest something big. Like there was something big in the pipeline. Like, yeah, we're going to have a wish fulfillment. Yeah, we could get married. Yeah, there could be children here. There could be, you know, we're going to do this business. Whoever this is for you, I feel like somebody dropped you like a hot potato. They dropped you with the Four of Pentacles. And they felt okay about it because they felt like they were going to be all right. This person could have felt like that they had more than you, that, you know, you weren't a loss. But it's like wherever they went away to, with the Star being in the reverse, That wasn't a wish fulfillment. Whatever they were hiding from you, keeping you in a state of confusion, sleepless nights here with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, keeping you hung, stuck, and okay with it. I have to stress that, okay with it. Somebody's realizing that I took an L. I thought that Scorpio was in their confused state, holding the L that I left them with. But oh no, no, no. I don't even know my backside from my elbow nowadays. I don't know what day it is nowadays. Like, somebody is in a state of confusion, but it's 10 times worse than you, Scorpio, because I feel like somebody really genuinely thought that they were going to be living better, doing better than you. They thought that they dropped you in the crap and that you were going to be, they didn't really care. I'll be honest, they didn't really care where you ended up, Scorpio. They didn't care where you ended up. Because they're selfish. They were selfish then, and I feel like somebody's realizing how selfish they were, because now they have to deal with confusion. It's never nice when you actually get put in the same shoes that you made someone else put on. It's like, imagine somebody giving you a pair of shoes. One of my analogies again, right? One of those. Imagine somebody giving you a pair of shoes and you don't like the pair of shoes. But it's like, that's the only pair of shoes and you're in the middle of the rain and you have nowhere to walk. And this person insists you're going to wear those shoes. And you have to wear them because otherwise your feet are going to get wet. So you put them on and you walk in that rain. Because you have no choice. You don't like the shoes. They're probably uncomfortable as hell. They might be shoes that you don't even wear. But you have to wear them to prevent your feet from getting wet, right? You have to go through it, right? Because that's all you've got to wear. The person who gave you the pair of shoes, though, they chose what they were wearing. They were able to choose the footwear that they walked through the rain. But they didn't provide you with that same choice. That's kind of what this is. Only to realize that wherever it is that they walked to, and they expected there to be like a whole room full of shoes that they could choose from to walk whichever way they wanted to walk, leaving Scorpio to wear the pair of shoes that they left them to wear, regardless of whether those shoes were comfortable, whatever. They didn't give a damn. They didn't give a damn. Only to realize that, no, they got stripped of those shoes. And now they have nothing to walk in but the rain. You go get your feet wet now. Forget the shoes. Somebody confused you, Scorpio, big time. You were going crazy about this person. I see it. Somebody's manifested a whole heap of confusion for themselves. Don't do to others what you wouldn't like done to yourself or your closest loved ones. Someone's learning a lesson. Scorpio, move forward. Some of you need to go buy yourself a new pair of shoes. I love you. If you like how I read, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, Scorpio, sending you love and light. I will see you soon. Bye.